I have this old outbuilding and I'm gonna turn it into a shed one day, but now it's just a storage room for my building materials. But I have a problem. The wall is coming towards me. I couldn't close the door anymore. I fixed that, but we have to stop the wall from moving when it's dry, because last summer it didn't rain for like the whole summer. And it's on clay here, so on clay soil, so the clay did shrink a lot and the wall is moving forwards because of that. So today we're gonna fix that. The plan. I bought myself some heavy duty steel bar. I bought myself a spanner. This is gonna be around here in the middle of the outbuilding. I connect the other one here so I can yeah, how do you say that? I can move them and attach them. And then we're gonna have a trap bar at the other end with a big hook on the outside of the wall on both sides. And that should stop it from moving. I did not have a welder here at the house, so I bought myself this little gizmo, 160 amps, should do it. Smells like brand new. Let's see. The earth, ground. Looks good to me. Little bend so we can carry it. I think we have to go like that. No. We go like this. There we go, like that. There we go. Back. And then we just go like that. And I did twist it, but okay. Well, nice little machine. Hopefully does the trick. Let's see. First thing first, I don't have anything here for the angle grinder, so I have to do it by hand, but let's remove that. So the oil be gone. Let's take one of these. I think I'm just gonna weld it on the side because I feel like that's way stronger. I haven't welded in quite a while, so well, I'm not a welder, but should be alright. Let's see how this machine works. Well, if I do it like that, I have a nice little area where I can weld in between, so that's probably best. Maybe just on here. I'm not a welder, so I don't have all the tools here. I think this is way stronger if I weld it to the side than just butt to butt. Plus I can fill this in completely and the other side as well. And then I should have a really strong connection. And on the other side I'm gonna weld this, but I'm gonna just cut it in half. And same with the steel bar. And then we have, yeah, you know what I mean. Let's go. Let's see how it works. Well, plug it in. It's an inverter, so shouldn't take much power. We have 3.2 millimeters, so 150 amps. Put the clamp on. And before I forget, I bought myself an automatic one. It's easier. So I'll put the camera on the side because it's really bad for the sensor. And then I'm gonna try it. Let's see if the mask works. Let's put this here. That works. Okay. Oh fuck. Put it down there. Let's see. It should be some gloves, but I feel like it's going well. At least it's stuck on there, so it's not a nice little weld, but well, it doesn't have to be pretty. I went a little bit too high there. Ah. How do people do that? Okay. Well, let's have a glove on. It's strong. I'm not done yet because I'm gonna do a couple passes over it. Yeah, I don't think, maybe it's a little bit too much amps, but yeah, it's quite stuck on there. And for my first weld in a long time with a new machine, well, I'm quite okay with it. It doesn't have to be super pretty. It needs to be functional. I'm gonna have get a hammer and get the slack off. Well, it's kind of okay. I went here a bit too high because I couldn't find my yeah. This is kind of okay. Well, I'll show you. Here, I started here, went good here, went a little bit too high here, and this is my tack weld. And then I started here. Seems sturdy to me. I do another pass here, like that. And maybe that's gonna be way stronger. And it's not too pretty, but should be fine for what I'm doing. 115 amps, maybe a little more this time. I don't know. We see what happens. I feel like a nice little welding bench would be lovely to have. I can't really rest my arm anywhere here. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's really nice. It's not professional, but I'm not professional either. From the other side. Yeah, I'm gonna look. I feel like that's a bit too high though. Let's have a look at it. Look, wait. I feel like that's stronger than it needs to be. Probably. I've seen less good welds in my life, so yeah, that's the other side, and then the other one, and then the thread bar on it. So I'm practicing a little bit with the welder and the settings. This one is less pretty, but I mean it's really on there. It's a bit hot, but it's really on there. I can't. Yeah, well, it's plenty strong, so I'm gonna do the other one, practice a little bit the settings still, and then see what happens. Nice little practice project. We're gonna make it a bit more difficult for ourselves, because I like to be a little difficult. I'm gonna hold it and tack weld it in place. I always see people do that, so let's see how that goes. I want it a bit farther away. Yeah. So I set up a laser inside, and it's gonna be 50 centimeters from here. That's kind of the middle, and then as close as the wall as possible. So now I have to find a drill bit and see how that goes, because it's a whole different story. Okay, I'm gonna be 50 from the door, 50 from the door, and the line is 66, so we need to go 16 down. And then I have this old 20mm drill. It's not that long, so I have to drill from both sides, but hopefully this works, because the splinter. Do I do it with this drill? Let's see. It's gonna eat the battery. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna overlap the joint with the thread bar and the metal bar in the wall, and I'm gonna weld this, and this, so that should be plenty strong. It's not an ideal place to stand here, but I did it. probably plenty strong. That's really hot. Don't do that. Yeah. Well, that's on. It's straight enough. Not completely straight, but well, doesn't matter. You're not gonna see that anymore. Alrighty. I did the other one in the back as well. I have to do only the other two still. But I'm gonna go to the Brico Marché and get some nuts to thread on here and get some sand to fix this wall first before I do the. I have to repoint this area. That was not too smart, but okay. Well, let's do that. Okay. Okay. I got some materials. I got the net. The other side I already screwed on the cross. So now I'm gonna do this one. Inside I already connected the two bars together with the spanner. Should be something like that. There's a sticker here. So I have to take it off again because I have to repoint this part. I'm gonna do this part since if I install this I can't get behind anymore, so it makes it just that bit easier. And maybe I paint them black. These are only temporary though, since I got this for free. And I want old ones, like really rustic ones, beautiful ones. Not these are kind of ugly, so I have to get to the other side first and tighten that one. But this is how it's gonna be. I want to buy a, I don't know what it's called, like a beautiful nut to end cap, something like that. I don't know. Okay, I have a bit of a difficulty here since I measured it really close to each other, because I want to be able, if the thread doesn't work, I want to be able to get the bars reach out of the wall, I don't know how you call it, but so I can put a thread straight on the metal bar instead of the, so it has to be long enough but also short enough to tighten it. But it seems like we're gonna make it. The other side is on, so oh shit, this one is turning with me, but I have an idea for that. Just a glue clamp pack, so it doesn't turn with us. Okay. It's because of this stupid sticker. Should have taken that off. And I can also tighten the spanner as well. So, but like I said, I have to take it off again. Holy shit. Well, that's snug. Well, only thing left to do now is the other side of the building. But I have to measure and cut and weld. Then repoint it. Then put the crosses back on. See if we can find a more pleasure thing to look at instead of this. But it's fixed now. Well, it's practical now. This wall isn't gonna move, hopefully, anymore. So I'm gonna do the other side and then come back. So I measured everything and we have 8.5 centimeters what we can use here before it's gonna disappear in the stone. I think I'm just gonna do 5. That's enough. And then I have a centimeter of play in here. Here's where I'm gonna cut, chop in half, and weld the thread ball on it. This one is really stuck, like the other one as well. I had a difficult time getting it in there, but it is in. The spanner is on, so they're connected to each other. Let's measure the other side and then start cutting. So, this is what I mean by cutting it in half. And now I'm gonna weld it here, here, and here, and here. So, should be plenty strong. Can always make it longer, make it stronger. So, done. Well, obviously I have to repoint everything. I think I'm gonna do that tomorrow. and I have to figure this one out because this is a little bit too big. But then again, I'm looking for some vintage one, some real ones. But those are pretty expensive and I need 4 of them. And these were free, so for now it's really nice to have, because this wall was really moving. Like I said, the door wasn't even closing anymore, so. And the rain gutters, I have to fix those, because the roof stayed in its place and the wall moved, so the rain gutters are, the wall is pushing them outwards, so the water is now coming in between the wall and the roof. But that's it for today. Tomorrow I'm gonna repoint it. Nice.